Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I saw this report on the social media. Atiku camp giving Mr. P2B a VP slot, and they also agreed that Atiku is only going to do one term in office, then hand over to Mr. P2B. After seeing this post on the social media, I decided to carry out an online poll on my platform. I decided to pair Atiku and P2B, P2B and Kwankwaso, P2B and El-Rufai, and P2B and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. And I asked people, who do they want to see Mr. P2B paired with come 2027? The answer I got marveled me. This is the result of the poll. Atiku and Obi got 10%. Obi and Nasir El-Rufai got 6%. Obi and Kwankwaso got 6%. Obi and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed got 79% of the vote. Wow! So people still have hope in P2B and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. Don't forget that in 2023, it was P2B and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed, and that was their first time. And that was also the first time of Mr. P2B. You know, it was P2B and Atiku in 2019. But in 2023, it was P2B and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. And they got 6,100,000 and something votes. So you can see that Nigerians still have hope in P2B and Yusuf Datti. But what do you guys think about P2B and Atiku? You know, they started together in 2019, but they could not win former President Muhammadu Buhari. And now, Atiku camp has offered Mr. P2B another slot for 4 years, and at the end, it will return back to P2B, maybe and Datti. But on a second thought, do you think that that online poll actually reflects the minds of Nigeria? Or do you think they wanted to use it to make Obi to stick with Datti? At the end of the day, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will come and win the 2027 presidential election. Remember that Bola Tinubu is the incumbent, and if he can maneuver his way and win in 2023, what do you think will happen in 2027 when he is in power? Because for P2B to win, or for the opposition to win comfortably come 2027, I think they need a stronger candidate. You understand? That's why people are calling for coalition. Maybe P2B Atiku, P2B Kwankwaso, P2B El-Rufai. But the poll never supported those three people that I just mentioned. The poll went for P2B and Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. Don't forget that in 2023, the both of them were not in power, and they were not in the ruling All Progressives Congress. In fact, they joined a Labour Party, a party without structure, a party without a single governor, senator, or a House of Representative member at the National Assembly, about less than a year before the presidential election. But the both of them were able to pull over 6 million votes at that first trial. So, you can see somehow that was why the people are still sticking with them, a P2B and a Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. In addition, if you have listened to Mr. P2B, he will always tell you that he is not desperate to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Again, if you listen to Mr. P2B will always tell you that he don't want to form a coalition just to come and wrestle power with the incumbent president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. P2B wants a coalition that will make Nigeria work again. That is why Mr. P2B, for me, he is not going to go with Atiku Abubakar. Now, let us come to Atiku Abubakar. Why I think that him and Mr. P2B cannot form a coalition. Yes, if Atiku Abubakar and a P2B form a coalition for 2027, it will be like former President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Osibanjo in 2015 and 2019. That is what it is going to look like. Before former President Muhammadu Buhari came to office, people were saying that they knew his political antecedents, that they knew what he did in 1983 and so on, that he is going to perform, forgetting that he is over 70 years. Atiku is not getting young. I think Atiku should be 78, 79 or 80. He is not getting young. People are saying that he is good in economy, that if he happens to be the president, that he is going to turn around the economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Just like what they told us before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to power. Shetima told us that Tinubu will handle the economy, that himself will handle security. Look at economy. Look at the security of Nigeria today. Crumble. The both of them have failed. Furthermore, don't forget what those that knew President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before now told us in 2023. They told us that he is going to replicate what he did in Lagos, in Nigeria. They told us that Bola Ahmed Tinubu performed well from 1999 to 2007, that he is going to repeat that in the whole of Nigeria. What is happening today? Tinubu is over 70. Atiku is over 70. Do you think that they are going to perform? Remember that I said something like this before now. People were attacking me that what about Donald Trump and Joe Biden, that they are also over 70 years. But they forgot to know that you cannot compare a US with a Nigeria. No. US have a system that is functioning. Whether you have the president there or you don't have the president, US is going to function. If they happen to kill somebody in the United States of America today, they don't need a Donald Trump to take action. But if something happened here in Nigeria today, they will wait for the president to take action. If the president do not say anything, nothing will happen. You saw what happened when Tinubu was in France and they massacred people in Jos Plateau. What happened? Nothing. Even when the president came back. But if such happened in the United States of America, I bet you they are going to take action immediately and fish out those that are killing people in Jos Plateau. They cannot perform just like Buhari. That is why a coalition between P2B and Atiku, if you should ask me, I am not in support of that. Apart from that, Atiku is going to come with a personal vendetta. Oh yes, quote me. Atiku believes that he was supposed to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria before now, and it was not given to him. He believed that somebody like Olusegun Obasanjo were among the people that stopped him. Atiku is nursing so many things in his heart. That is why, if you should ask me, I think P2B should not form a coalition with him, because if Atiku and P2B win in 2027, Atiku will not be coming to power to do the work. He will come to power to fight those that fight him before now. Furthermore, when it comes to fighting of corruption, if Atiku and P2B win, I am telling you, there will be nothing like fighting of corruption in Nigeria, because we know the political antecedents of each and every one of them before now. So, if Atiku and Mr. P2B win, forget about fighting of corruption. This is why I will not want a P2B and Atiku coalition for 2027. Guys, this is where I'm going to stop. What do you think? Do you think that Obi should form a coalition with Atiku Abubakar? Or do you think P2B should form a coalition with Kwankwaso or El-Rufai? Or do you still want P2B to stick with Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed? But if you should ask me, I will stick with Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed and P2B, because that is the best ticket. What do you think? Drop a comment for me.